Rangers Journal.
Hello and welcome to the Rangers Journal. My name is Kai Watson. Today we're here to talk about Damian Garcia and the Rangers, why I think Rangers should sign him. So let's get started. There's not too much to go on with this rumour. There's not been any kind of confirmation from Scottish media or even sources in Uruguay that Rangers are actually interested. It's something that came up in follow around the same time as the Thomas Galdames links, which does seem genuine. So maybe the source and follows right, maybe not, but I'm still going to talk about Damian Garcia and the reasons why I think we should sign him. So just looking at this quote, so this article was looking at kind of his contract situation and what's going on at Peñarol. So the statement reads, Garcia's contract at Peñarol expires at the end of this year and all signs are currently pointing towards him leaving the club. That's after his agent Edgardo La Salvia hit out at the club last week over how Garcia's being paid, claiming it isn't earning enough to pay his rent. Garcia's representatives also said interest from MLS and Mexico as well as some other markets. Could be us, could not be. La Salvia said, I really like the MLS for Damien, but there are chances from Mexico and other markets. I'm really in the camp that I hope the other markets includes Rangers, because in the another video I done, the 5 players we could sign from Uruguay, I featured Garcia in that. I think he's just the perfect profile of player we need, not just the fact that he's young and there's potential for big profit there, but just the type of number six he is. I think he could do a brilliant job for the club. So let's have a look at his profile. Obviously, Damian Garcia, 20 years old, he's Uruguayan, 5'10", currently plays for Peñarol. Transfer market having valued at around 1.2 million. His key stats are so far this season: 11 appearances, 83% pass accuracy, 61% long ball accuracy, 88% successful dribbles at 0.6 per game, foul 1.1 times per game, 4 interceptions, 9.9 recoveries, which is an incredible number. 45% duels won, and he's also solid in there with 57% duels won. You can also see on the right hand side his strengths is listed as positioning. So he's just the kind of perfect number six for what Rangers need. Keeps it very simple. He just obviously strength is positioning, positions himself well to get those interceptions, 4 per game over an 11 game period is incredible. It's not the number you're likely to keep up over the season, but even keeping that up over 11 games is ridiculous. The fact you're getting 4 interceptions per game, along with the just under 10 recoveries. Those numbers show how intelligent number six is. That he knows where to be defensively, he knows where to pick up the ball, he knows where to take the ball from attackers. Just a really intelligent player, especially for his age. He's obviously 5'10", he's not small by any means, but he's not this big, huge, imposing kind of CDM that people might want, but he's really solid in the tackle, he's tenacious, he's got that South American grit. I think he's a player that can really go all the way to the top, and I think it would be a massive, massive coup for Rangers to manage to bring him in. But don't just take my word for that. Listen to some words from South American expert and friend of the channel, Nathan Joyce. Peñarol's Damian Garcia, linked with Rangers FC. The midfielder 20 was a key member of the Uruguayan under-20 side which won the World Cup. He also played an important role for Peñarol, who qualified for the Libertadores knockout stage for the first time since 2011. And then at the bottom of that, he said, we'll provide more insight as the deal progresses once back in the UK. And then he did, in fact, provide some more insight after that. So, next tweet was more on Damian Garcia. Lots to like about the number six's game. Excellent ball retriever. His ability spread the play with long diagonal ball, strong in and out of possession, and reads the game exceptionally well. Perfect profile for European football. If that doesn't get you excited about a potential signing, I really don't know what is. He's genuinely the perfect number six I see next to Mohamed Diamande. He does the defensive stuff very well. He's also very capable coming forward. He scored his first goal the other night for Peñarol. It was a header in the last minute. So he can get forward, he can score goals, he can create, but the main parts of his game that he does so well at is that defensive positioning, that solidity in front of the defence, being able to pick up those loose balls, being able to get those interceptions, being able to pass off the ball to players like Diamande, the more creative players, and letting them do the work. That is exactly what Rangers need in there. It's not what we had with John Lundstrom. He's not going to drop in between the centre backs and play constant kind of balls over the top and constant 50, 60 yard passes. He's going to do the simple things really well. He's going to get forward when he has to. He's going to sit back when he has to. He's just an incredibly intelligent player for someone of his age. And it's, if you can't tell, something I'd be very excited about if we could actually bring him in. In terms of the player trading model as well, you're looking at a player that's 20, that's won an under 20 World Cup, that's got experience in obviously the South American version of the Champions League and the Libertadores. Plenty of first team appearances for Peñarol as well. He's got so much room to grow and he's already that good at that age. It's just kind of the perfect profile we should be looking at. His contract's also expiring in 6 months, so you'd imagine he'd be able to get a cut fee there. Again, also read some statements from his agent that said the director of the club offered him 2 pesos for his new contract, but this is obviously hyperbole. But the fact that currently he's saying that he doesn't have enough or make enough money to even be able to pay his rent would kind of signify to me that he's looking to get out of there sooner rather than later, and I think that's where Rangers should swoop in. There's been some really interesting rumours recently looking at the likes of Clinton Enciala, Sebastiano Esposito, Eleazar Jani, and today Yusuf Kabdayi. There's some really interesting links here and some really interesting markets Rangers are looking in, but the one I'm most excited for by far, again, if you already couldn't tell from this video, is Damian Garcia. I think just not even the profile of player in terms of the player trading model, but the profile of player in terms of what Rangers need for that number 6 slot. I just think it's perfect, a match made in heaven, if you will, that he would just be so brilliant next to Mohamed Diamande. Let Mohamed Diamande kind of roam, let him create, where Garcia will sit, pick up loose balls, he'll win the ball back, he'll do the simple things so well. And that doesn't mean he's a limited player, he's definitely not, but he's so good in that role of picking up the loose balls, recovering the ball, getting those interceptions. He just does it so well that he doesn't need to do. He doesn't need to do the complicated things. He knows that there are players further up the park that are better at those things. So he's very comfortable in his role, that kind of pretty much the Busquets role, that role that he knows exactly what he needs to do, and he does it so well, and it's something I'd be very excited about. Again, as a 20-year-old, contract expired in 6 months, Libertadores experience, under 20 World Cup winner with Uruguay, playing with an incredible squad at that level. It's just such an exciting link and one I'd be very happy about. Obviously, I mentioned him in my 5 players we could sign from Uruguay video, so I've been kind of looking at him since then, and it's just a link that I would really like to be true. Obviously, nothing officials came out, but it's something that I really want to happen just for, again, the player trading model and the fact that it just fits so well what I think personally Rangers need in the midfield. I think it's really interesting that a lot of links recently have kind of linked Rangers to South American players that have 6 months left in their contract. So that's what tomorrow's video is going to be. We're going to look at 10 players with expiring contracts from North and South America that Rangers could potentially look to sign. It's a really exciting video. There's lots of good players in it. So if we're looking at that kind of market, it's really interesting to see who we could be targeting next. So hopefully you're looking forward to the next video and hopefully you enjoyed today's. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and have a great day.